Hey everyone. So we've just had this massive, great heat wave over in England and over Europe. Um, Now there's uh, we've had a big solar flare, and there's so much things going on with the Earth's magnetic fields at the moment, and I can't help but sort of like put them all together. Um, it just seems very coincidental that all this is happening. I mean, I know there's all this global warming. I know that we're doing a bit of damage, but I do believe that the Earth is going through a change at the moment anyway. It's been heating up, for billions of years. Obviously, we've had the ice ages and things like that, and we've had many of them. But yeah, I think it's just its natural cycle. I mean, we're not helping it. We are speeding it up a bit with what we're doing to the planet. But I do believe that this is a natural course, and because of all this, the magnetic fields changing and switching, um, I do believe this is letting a lot more of these solar flares hit the Earth. Um, I can't think of what it's called, magnosphere or something like that. I really can't think of it at the moment. I'd have to do a bit more research on it, just to refresh my mind. But yeah, it just seems very coincidental. It was a big flare as well. Um, but everybody's putting it down to what we're doing to the Earth. And yeah, we're doing a bit, but I think it's a lot to do with what's going on out in space and with the actual shift of the Earth, which is just a natural course of things. Apparently, the other planets are getting hotter as well. So it's something else that's the media scaremongers us into thinking that all doom and gloom and all this, but yeah, it's a natural thing. For the Earth to do. We've only been on this planet making records for, or understanding actually, the solar system and the universe. So we don't actually know a lot about how this Earth is reacting and how the sun, performs. We're just now getting all this data back, and having a massive flare like we had, and the massive temperatures that we've had over here. And with this flip of the magnetic poles and everything, it just seems too coincidental, really. These little patterns of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've got lots of theories on the Earth and well, the universe more than anything, but our solar system as well. It was very funny. I was watching like the sounds of the Earth and the sun as well. The planets give off frequencies, sound frequencies, and I think it was the sun that I listened to, and it sounded like a baby in the womb. I'd heard that sound before, and that's what the sound that it came to me. And then I was watching something on Facebook this morning, and it was just a bloke making instruments out of all sorts. And you get the pan pipes. Well, he made his own pan pipe, and it was like with a glove, a finger of a rubber glove on the bottom of it, and he filled it with water. And when he pushed it, it would go up and down, and that would change the tone of or the pitch of the sound that he was making when he was blowing across the top. And then he made, it was really weird, he made like a big round one with loads of different ones around, and then he span it round, and he had this tube, and he was blowing into the top of it, and it made the exact same sound as what the NASA sounds of the sun was making. It was very strange. It's not a natural sound, that you but it is a natural sound. It's strange, and it just got me thinking of space and the universe again. And how to get that sound. You know, the sun must be in that some sort of, because it's some sort of bubble, you know, pressure going on it to make that sound. Just as the bloke was doing, as these tubes were going around, and he was blowing in the different tubes with little bits of water in, you know, at different levels to make different noises. But yeah, sorry, I just thought I had to share that with you. I do have these weird theories now and again, and you know, all this James Webb Space Telescope coming out with all the beautiful pictures. Oh my God, you know, I'm hoping that these space things that I go on to, you know, space research things, that they're going to have all that data there, so I can go and have a good look. I mean, my PC and my phone is jam packed with space pictures. You know, I do love it very much. So, you know, I have many of my own theories to do with space, but because, you know, I've not got those qualifications, you know, I suppose this is the only platform that I can get it out on, and just get my little theories out there. But yeah, I do believe that, you know, this solar system and the sun and the planets, they're all where they should be because of a certain lifespan and progression of our sun. Is it Voyager 1 or Voyager 2 has gone out of our solar system, and it broke through something, you know, and it's like winning a little egg, you know, and I think it's the same for galaxies as well, you know, that they have this sort of like I don't know what they call it actually, but I'd have to look into it. But yeah, my mind's just going on to all sorts of things at the moment, all these past theories and stuff. It's all, yeah, so I need to get it out somehow. But yeah, I do think I've come to the conclusion that this universe is alive, you know, and just like we're alive, you know, it's all to do with life. What we're doing, I've said it before in a video, you know, it's like a chef. You have all these ingredients to make this souffle at the end of the day, you know, and just one thing out of kilter and it won't work, you know. And what we're doing to this planet, I know it's got its natural progressions, but you know, we're taking all its resources, we're devouring a lot of its natural states. You know, if it was left to be of its own devices, what would happen when the sun goes through its expansion and to whatever it's going to be? I know it's not supposed to be going into a black hole. I think our sun's slightly different to one of those suns that does that. But still, it's got its own job to do, you know, and what balance are we breaking by doing all this stuff to our planet? You know, ripping it of all of its resources, all of its natural gases, all of its natural oils, you know, that it takes billions of years to create, you know, and when our sun does actually expand and devour all these planets again, after it's spent all this time creating these planets in the first place to do a specific thing, what are we stopping our sun from becoming at the end of the day, you know? Are we doing more damage to this universe, not just our planet, you know? Are we doing the damage to our own sun, you know? Just by stripping of all our planet of all of its resources. You know, the sun needs to have its own proper expansion, its own proper growth, you know. It's in its own little egg developing, you know, and then all of a sudden it bursts out of this egg when it goes supernova. That's if it's going to. It all depends on the star, really. But they all have their own separate jobs, you know. We have ones that feed black holes and galaxies, you know. One star will feed off another. Black holes will feed off these and merge and create something bigger. And then the black holes themselves, they shoot out jets to create new star formations, you know. It's like a recycling process, you know. I mean, they say that, you know, things get dragged into a black hole. I don't believe that they do. I believe that the energy gets absorbed but then gets thrown back out. You know, it's like a recycling process, and it's a continual thing. You know, and even when black holes die off, well, they don't actually die; they go dormant. You know, and you know that they eat up all of the resources, and then another one comes along, and they merge together, and it all starts again. You know, it's like their own little nurseries, creating star formation, creating life. And I do believe that we're actually standing in the way of stopping our sun from becoming what it should be. Especially if we start going to other planets and start taking their resources as well. You know, I think it's going to be very dangerous. But you know, humans, or some humans, like I say, the toxic ones, they all want to take as much as they can from wherever they can, for as long as they possibly can, just for their own benefit. You know, and we need to stop doing that. We need to stop it at our level, and it will have a spiral effect on the rest of the universe, because once we stop the negativity within ourselves, it can't go further, can it? You know, it stops with us, but it starts with us too, and we can change it. It's just having the right people at the top of the ladder. We've got the wrong people at the top of the ladder. We've got the greedy at the top of the ladder, and the ones that want power to control the whole world. You know, you see it in all these movies, you know. The baddie that wants to take over the world, you know. Oh, they've got it, you know. We laugh at it, and you know, we think it's all a movie, but it's not. It's real life. They have all the power, all these negative people, all these toxic people, causing wars, causing poverty, you know, and they don't care. As long as they've got big bank balances, that's all they're worried about, you know. And that's it. And it needs to stop. And the only way to do that is to take these people out of power and put people in power that have an empathetic nature, that actually care about other people. But that starts with you, it really does, you know. It starts with me, it starts with who we are on the inside. And we can change that, you know, we can. It's just relearning, because our brains can learn. It's called neuroplasticity. Our brains can be moulded, you know. You hear about it every day, people being brainwashed, you know, going into cults, going into all sorts of things, being brainwashed. Our beliefs are constantly brainwashed through media, for starters, definitely, you know, through toxic people, toxic influences. And there needs to be a big change. And I think it's coming, you know. It's just the same as all these poles flipping and everything like that. Big changes are coming. It's whether we adapt to go with it. Some people won't adapt, you know, that they're incapable of adapting because they're stuck in that mindset. Their brains, they can't see that they're the problem. So, you know, even when the evidence is there stuck in the face, you know, they will not accept that they are a problem. And they won't accept that they need to change. But there are people out there that will sit back and go, right, okay, yeah, well, this is me. This is wrong, this is what I need to do to move forward. And they will do everything in their power to move forward. Because you get stuck in that perpetual cycle of negativity, and you just don't know the way to get out until you look at yourself, until you look at your own actions, why you do lots of things, whether they be good or bad, you know. Sometimes you're overkind, and people take advantage, and you let people take advantage, and then they make you feel guilty for being so kind, and you know, it's just giving the kindness to the wrong people. You know, I mean, everybody's deserving of kindness, but the ones that take and take and take and take and take, they're blocking that energy flow. You need to have it reciprocated back for it to keep going. And the cat's just stood in front of my PC, chasing the fly. Anyway, I think I'll stop rambling on now. Yes, have a nice day everyone, and that was my scientific head going on. Thank you, bye bye.